Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Oh, I need to get my mug.
Are you drinking something boring like water?
Yes.
Oh, you got the Georgia mug.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a new tea that a lot of people talk about, the chai tea.
Yes.
It's good. I don't know what flavor it is, but it's chai. And maybe people are laughing and saying, hey, you ding dong, chai's only one flavor. Anyway, it's good. So anyway.
Did you put milk in it? I know a lot of people put milk in their chai tea.
No,
No?
I just drink it with lots of equal.
Okay. So we are the Periscoping Sisters. This is a podcast about knitting and yarn and some sewing and maybe other crafty things along the way someday. I don't know. Mostly knitting.
Not really.
Not really. Mostly knitting. And I am Debbie. I live in California and I'm the younger sister.
And she had to say that. And I am Amy. I live in Georgia, and I am Inked Indigo on Instagram and Indigo Amy on Ravelry.
And I am Debbie S. Reese on Instagram and Debbie Reese on Ravelry. And we have a Ravelry group named Periscoping Sisters. And we also Periscope, and we go by the same name, I think, on Periscope as our Instagram. Pretty much maybe I'm Debbie Reese over there, but you'll be able to find me. We have
What's the date?
Oh, yes. Today is Sunday, May 15th. It is a cloudy day here in California where I live, and it's only in the low 60s, so it's a little bit chilly for us. And it looks like it's pretty sunny over there.
It is very sunny. It's low humidity, and it is 2016. You forgot to tell the year.
Oh, sorry. Don't forget.
When they find with our fossils, they'll know what year it was.
I don't think things out on the internet turn into fossils. I think they stay the same.
I'm talking about our fossil bones, because probably when my children die at an old age, they will be buried with their phones or whatever device it is, because it's practically an appendage of theirs. Okay,
that's true. That's true.
Anyway,
so we have a little bit of news going on in our group. Did you see that Chili Knits Connie finally got Gabcorn, our traveling fiber unicorn, and she spent a few days down in Chile. And from what I understand, I think she's on her way now to her next destination, which is Eric Lutz.
Yeah.
He is the host of the Sticks Plus Twine podcast, and he lives in Canada. And so Gabby is on her way up there. I'm sure we will see pictures on Instagram. If you have signed up, be patient. It takes a little bit of time for her to travel, but when you do receive Gabby, make sure you fill out the little book and take pictures and post on Instagram with the hashtag Traveling Fiber Unicorn. So that's our unicorn news. Quickly, the monthly birthday swaps. I closed May, and thank you very much, Melissa. Knitty by Nature is our birthday swap angel this month. We did have an odd number, so Melissa's going to step in and be paired up with somebody. And I did open...
Speaking of Melissa,
yes, you have something to clear up, don't you?
Okay, we have some things to clear up. Now, Debbie, when you edit, you have to put in, we don't do words, we don't do sound effects, because it takes Debbie literally hours and hours of effort. But I want you to find one sound effect, a doorbell that goes, ding dong.
Okay.
Okay. Ding dong me. How could I have screwed things up so badly? Melissa, I am so sorry. When I showed you Progress Keepers, I mentioned somebody else's name, and that other person, Jill, she was just like, people are coming over to my Instagram page. They're probably looking for Progress Keepers. I said, well, I know they're looking for Progress Keepers. So, and stitch markers. This is a little tea set. So, Melissa, who's Knitting by Nature, so sweet. And she is the one, she actually is the one that caught it. She sent me a private message and she says, you are going to die. And I did. I almost died. So anyway, Melissa, I'm so sorry. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Go get your stitch markers from Melissa, Knitting by Nature.
Knitty.
Okay.
Nitty.
Knitty by Nature. Knitty by Nature.
Yes.
Okay, moving along.
Moving along. So I opened up the June birthday swap thread in our Ravelry group. If you have a June birthday, if you would like to do a swap with another person with a June birthday, feel free to go over there and sign up in the thread. I usually leave it open for a week to 2 weeks into the actual month to give people enough time to hear about it and then go over there and sign up and stuff. So it's been really fun. And actually this past month, there was one gal, her name's Karen. Somehow I missed her on the March swap. And she messaged me and said, did I do it wrong? I said, no, you didn't do it wrong. I said, I'll swap with you. So I ended up, since my birthday's in March, so I ended up swapping with her. And let me tell you, Amy, she sent me so many things. She was so stressed about not having fancy yarn. And she sent me, I'll just show you a couple of the things because I have them sitting right here. She had all these little cards written out. Everything came with a little card. She sent me a ton of chocolates. She sent me things from her state, Arkansas, a magnet for my thing. This is their hogs, their wild hogs. She sent me another big magnet. She sent me soap and a hand knitted little washcloth. She sent me local honey from a local honey farmer. She sent me her family's recipe, not the recipe, but a sample of her dad's barbecue sauce. She has a barbecue place that she runs that her dad gave her the recipe, and it's a family business. She sent me a sample of the barbecue sauce. She sent me, and check it out. She sent me this gorgeous yarn. Look at this. Look at this yarn. I should have saved this for Skeins in the Closet, but I couldn't wait. Check this out.
Oh my gosh, Debbie, it's got sparkle.
It's got gold stellina in it. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, Debbie, that is beautiful.
It is going to make the most beautiful pair of socks. I am telling you, I cannot wait. It's hand-dyed, 75.
Oh, so sweet.
Isn't that sweet? This is from Walnut Farm Designs. And I guess they have jewelry and patterns. They have an Etsy shop. Walnut Farm Designs.
Oh, beautiful.
Isn't that
I've never
gorgeous?
heard them.
Oh, and it smells so good because it was packaged with this soap. Oh my gosh.
Let's see your yarny beard.
My yarny beard?
Beautiful.
So Karen, thank you so much. I feel like you sent me so many things. I mean, there were at least 8 or 9 little index cards, all with different things attached to them. And she sent me a beautiful handwritten card. She was just so sweet. So she was the best swap partner ever. I want to thank you, Karen.
Birthday swap.
All the chocolate's gone that you put in there except for this one little set of chocolates. I ate everything the last 2 weeks. So that was very fun.
Before we get too far into the podcast, we're not going to ask how your Mother's Day was, but I'm going to tell you that I had a really sweet Mother's Day, and I wanted to read a card. I got 3 beautiful orchids from my husband. It's on my Instagram page. And my boys brought over ice cream when I just happened to not be at the house. Sky and I decided to go get our toenails done, and then we went to Japanese food, and the boys called me, and they said, Mom, where are you? It's like, I'm not old and laying around knitting all the time. All the time. It's Mother's Day. I'm at dinner with Sky. And I asked them if they had eaten before, and they said they had already eaten. So anyway, Sky made me this cute little card.
Oh.
At school. She's 8 years old, but I have got to read what it says inside.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
And I cried when I read it. I couldn't help it. I mean, she writes all kinds of stuff. But this just was, it says, you are my croutons in my salad. You are my cookies in my milk. You are my beautiful queen in my castle. I am not, without you, I am not complete. I love you. Happy Mother's Day from Sky to the best mom ever.
Oh my gosh. Did she make up that whole thing herself?
Finally, after 8 years of grooming her and telling her that she can be the princess, but there's only one queen, she figured it out. She realized that.
Very
I am
good.
thinking of her in her castle. Wasn't that so cute though?
That is
How
so
she's like
cute. That's so
so cute.
sweet.
Okay,
So
so what's next? You know we have to do our You Owe Me Back. Name that musical.
I know, but are we going to do our giveaways?
Yes, but let's do a name the musical first, and then we do our
Okay.
giveaway.
All right, let me see if I can sing this. I only really have maybe 2 or 3. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the window started to unhitch. Just then, the witch,
Oh,
to satisfy an itch, went flying on her broomstick.
Wizard of Oz!
Yay! Okay, the other one is, it's not the song. I don't really know any songs, but it's one statement in this musical movie.
I'm gonna guess
More?
it.
You want more?
Oliver!
Yay!
Oliver.
And then let's see, what was the other one I was going to do? Beauty school dropout.
Grease. How many times have we seen Grease, Debbie?
I know.
5 dozen.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember when that movie came out? Mom took us over to that theater. I think we saw it in the theater like 7 or 8 times.
Must have. It was like $1.50. She dropped us off. There could have been like predators. They could have
I
been
know.
pedophiles. We just drops off these 7, 8, 9-year-old little girls to go into a dark movie theater by themselves. We'll be back to pick you up. We're like, okay, goodbye.
I don't even know where that theater was. I remember it was like at the end of this weird road that kind of ended, and then it was like off to the side.
Yes.
It's weird.
Okay, so ready to do the giveaways?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, so
What are we giving away?
we are giving away, we had 2 giveaways this week from the last 2 weeks. And one of our threads was the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. We
had to wait until we reached 2,000 before we could close the thread. So that took, I don't know, that took a week and a half or so.
Couple weeks, yeah. So we are giving away one of my Debbie Reese Designs project bags.
Love it.
And this is a small size bag that has barbershop stuff and mustaches. And it's about a 1 skein project. It's perfect size. Perfect size for a pair of socks. It's got a pretty black little dotted lining inside. It's got my new little logo thingy on there.
Love it. Are those working out better, Debbie, those tags? You like them better than the others?
I do. I really like them.
Okay.
So that is up for grabs. And stitch markers from Knitty by Nature. Which set are you going to send?
I'm going to send the little tea set, because if I don't get rid of them, then they'll go in my stitch markers, and that's not fair, because she gave me some other stitch markers, although I love this little tea set.
Okay, and Melissa, I have to tell you, the set that you had Amy send to me was perfect. I could totally tell it was just for me, because there was a little Pisces stitch marker in there, and I'm a March birthday, and that was special for me, and then the one with the cross and the wings for Wendy, that was very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. I have...
You like it.
I did. I really like it. And there was another little like Buddha little guy, progress keeper in there too. He was cute.
Okay. A little Buddha?
Yeah, little Buddha. Okay, so the winner of our 2,000 subscriber giveaway is, drum roll. I got to get my notes. I'm sorry. I can't see that far.
We did this off the screen because my phone's tied up with the podcast, so Debbie had to do it all. So
yeah,
anyway,
and it takes too long to try and do it. So it was post number 74, Miriam. Her Ravelry name is Blekky. And she said that her favorite shawl pattern that she's ever knit was a Kirsten Kapoor pattern, and she posted a picture of it, and it is amazing.
Beautiful.
Huge half-circle lace shawl. It was called Liz Christie, and it was really, really beautiful. So Miriam, you will be getting this project bag and the stitch markers from Knitty by Nature. and they will be coming in 2 separate packages because one's coming from Amy and one's coming from me. So they may not come at the same time. But please get in touch with us. Send us private messages on Ravelry, or you can just private message me and I'll share your address with Amy. Okay?
Congratulations.
Yay! I know. Miriam. So that's the first giveaway. The second giveaway is the Indie Dyer giveaway. Now, we decided that we wanted to ask everybody who their first Indie Dyer purchase was, and if they wanted to say if they remembered what they made with it, if they made something with it. And oh my gosh, you guys have to go in that thread. There are so many Indie Dyers that I've never heard of. You have to go check it out.
So many. It's so fun to read all those. Some I've never even heard of.
I know.
I mean, many of them I've never heard of.
So, drummer. Oh, what are they winning? You have both of those prizes.
They are winning from Knitting I Love. Remember we showed these, the needle cozies. This was given to us. So that's, and also Dag's yarn, paper dag.
So pretty.
Isn't
yes,
that beautiful?
She is the dyer behind Zia Wools, and she lives in Arizona. And it's gorgeous. What is the yarn made of, Amy?
It's superwash and nylon, so it's perfect for socks. Let me just make sure I'm telling you right. Yep, 75-25.
Okay.
433 cards.
So the winner of this giveaway is post number 67, and that is Marcia from Queensboro Farm.
Yay, Marcia! I've got to have a shout out to Marcia and her sister Pammy. Hey Marcia, hey Pammy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. These ladies, and from their posts, and I've talked with them once before, that they have a little farm that they take care of God's creatures. They're kind of like in Mayberry. I mean, just like a little town that's still back in the sticks, but they're doing such wonderful things. And I am so glad you got some Indie Dye yarn from Dag. So I just wanted to say a special shout out to to Marcia and Pammy, her sister. Mwah!
Yay! So that was so fun. Thank you guys so much for participating. And I don't know, we didn't say it at the very beginning. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. And if you're a new viewer, thank you for checking out our podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got something. I have something to show really quickly.
Okay.
It's kind of a little bit of a surprise to you.
You and your surprises, Amy. I'm telling you, you're always sending me stuff.
I have some really cool friends in Canada. And
who sent that to you?
After the package is gone, Paradise Island, Patricia.
Okay, well, you can keep those and eat those, because I was going to send some to you because I found some here in San Diego.
Well, I'm not finished, Missy.
Okay.
I'm not finished, Miss Missy. I'm not finished, Miss Missy. Bite-sized pieces.
How many did you get?
And the bite-sized pieces out of this whole lot full that I just showed you. It was so funny. I messaged Patricia and I said, bite-sized pieces. And I opened it up. It's a brick. It all melted together. So I said, I'm going to put it in my refrigerator, and then I'm going to get my meat tenderizer out. I'm going to make it back into bite-sized pieces. So I have got all of this coffee crisp. And you know what's really stupid? Okay, we need the ding-dong again. Ding-dong. I ate one, and I went, this sort of tastes like coffee. Debbie, obviously it's called coffee crisp. Would that not kind of clue you in that there's a coffee taste?
You didn't know that?
I didn't really think about it. I took a bite and I said, this tastes like a Kit Kat. with a coffee aftertaste. Isn't that strange? Well, that's why they named it Coffee Crisp, you ding dong. So thank you, Patricia. Thank you for my lot. It's in the refrigerator getting all hard so I can make it back into little bite-sized pieces again.
Well,
And then
you
I can lick the inside of that, get all the chocolate off.
Oh my gosh, you're set for life. You could eat one a day for the next 2 years.
I know. So what? So you said you found somebody in California?
There is a store. It's called World Market. I don't know if you've ever heard of World Market.
Is it where the donut bar is that you never took me to?
No, it's not where the donut bar is. It's actually downtown too, the one that I went to. And I went, they're really expensive though, Amy. Each one of these bars is like $2.99.
What?
Yeah. So I won't be buying too many of these, but I did buy a couple. I sent one to Karen, my March birthday swap. And I said, you cannot post this. You cannot say anything because if my sister finds out that I sent one to you, she's going to be so mad at me.
Well, Patricia even said, you can send some to Debbie or not if you want to.
Well, you don't need to send them to me because I'm trying to get my butt out of the chair and try and be active again. So you can share them with your boys.
Thank you, Patricia. She said I don't have to send any of mine to her, so don't be mad because I'm going to keep them for myself.
Yes, save your postage and save my big butt, and we'll both be good. Okay, so we should probably show some stuff before Mom gets too mad at us.
Mom is already pissed. I know well, sorry for saying that word. I know she's upset because we haven't, how far in are we?
20 minutes.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the random act of color that's being knit up by our test knitters. Can we tell everybody who our test knitters are now?
Yes, I believe we can.
Okay, so Sue Stokes is one of the test knitters, and she's already done. She did it in like 5 days.
I'm telling you, I think her competitive nature came right out, and she's just said, I need to finish. Actually, she told me that it was not that at all. She said it was such a fast knit and so fun to knit. She just couldn't wait to get to the next section. And so...
Well, and Nina, who is the knitting expat, Stu started on the random act of color before Mina even got her yarn. Yeah. So there was like a running joke with all the test knitters. Sue, you better get moving on that because once Mina starts, she's going to fly by you. So Sue was just like, oh yeah, I better get on that. So Mina is also doing it. Danny from Little Bobbins, she is test knitting it, as well as KT from Inside Number 23. Yes. And I haven't seen Nina's progress yet if she started, and I haven't seen
I don't think she's shown any progress yet. I know KT just barely cast on during her last podcast, so she had like a little mustache's worth of the very beginning of the shawl. And then Danny showed a little bit of progress in her last episode as well. So she's up to the first crazy stripe, I think. So do you want me to tell the background behind it?
Yes. Basically, as people are learning about Wendy, our sister, I don't know what other word to use other than crazy. I mean, not padded room crazy, but she was impulsive. She was loud. She was always the life of the party, telling a joke. Just start singing songs just out of the blue. I mean, she was just like the crazy in the 3 of us. And so the premise of this wrap is it's 3 colors, and one of the colors is the pop, which does represent Wendy. So Debbie and I are saving our Anzula fiber that we're knitting it up for the knit along, which is going to start, we think, July 1st. That's Wendy's birthday month. And the pattern will be out June 15th, so you can prepare and get your yarns ready. So it's basically 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn, and we still have to figure out how much yardage is used and things like that. So we'll be keeping you posted.
But if you get a standard 100 gram of fingering weight yarn, there's more than enough. But our test knitters are going to help us by weighing the Anzula yarn after they're finished to figure out exactly how many yards of Anzula they use so that the yarn that is recommended for the pattern, we have the yardage of that. So that's forthcoming, but it will definitely be in the pattern, and the pattern will be released prior to when the knit along will start so that you have plenty of time to get your yarn. So, but yeah, most likely, if you want to use something from your stash, Sue was really surprised at how little yarn of each color she used and how much she had left over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can
Are
kind
you
of
ready to
convert it.
show?
I'm ready to show mine.
Okay. So Debbie's pop of color was the orange, and
Uh-huh.
my pop is the green. And this is really, Debbie. Oh, you already have your wrap, the different wrap on. You have your 3-color cashmere. This ends up being a pretty substantial leg. Debbie, I don't know what we ended up measuring it at, but
I think it's probably going to end up being about 60 to 65 inches.
it's low. So I finally got to show this. This was from the lemonade shop. This is Sleep Over, the light lavender, and then the dark purple is from Moods of Color from Grow from Sweden, and the bright green is Connie from Chili Knits. This is actually sport weight. This is her neon green, which I love. I love.
It
Yeah,
looks really pretty, Aim.
yeah. Those came out really nice. Do you remember that? Aren't those Barracuda?
No, these aren't Baronvola. So the cream color that I used is Sweet Georgia in their
Oh, yeah.
the Cash Lux. You know, Tracy and Jody talk about it a lot. It's one of their favorite yarns. It's gorgeous. This one has cashmere in it. And then the pop of color, my orange is Madeline Tosh Merino Light. I don't remember the colorway, but it's their bright orange. And then this beautiful purple and orange variegated. It has stellina in it too.
That's pretty.
This one is Zen Garden. It's a one of a kind Zen yarn garden that was a one of a kind San Diego colorway that was dyed for a store here in San Diego. So.
Yay, exciting! So everybody be watching the test knitters as they get theirs done, and so we have about a month to tighten up the pattern so we can get it out and pictures taken and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do some works in progress so Mom can see what we're knitting.
Okay. Before we get a phone call, before we're even done recording.
I know.
Because I have a feeling she knows we're talking about her.
We don't
want to show our new Rhinebeck sweater.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to show my swatch first. This is my swatch.
Okay, show your swatch. I don't have my swatch with me.
I don't know if you can, how well you can
Debbie
see
and I
that.
decided to scrap the Citadel. It was just too much brain power. That's pretty, Debbie. Yeah, hold it still. It's the K Sera, Q-U-E, and second word is S-E-R-A. It's a free pattern on Ravelry.
What bag are you keeping yours in?
Well, everybody asks that. I'm keeping mine in my oopsie bag from the Fawn Knits. It was a Christmas bag that she ended up putting the balls upside down.
I'm keeping mine in my Awesome Bags by Awesome Granny bag.
Okay. And I'm probably going to have to move it out of Laura's bag because it's getting big. So we're using our Quince & Co. Lark that we were using for the Citadel. We just are reusing it for this.
Have you been working on it a lot?
I've been working on it, yeah.
I haven't been working on it too much. I'm not in the middle of a row. Oh my gosh, Aim, look at. Wow, you've got a lot of repeats done. Hold it still.
Yes, I really love it.
Hold it still. Yeah, that's really pretty. I've only got this much done.
Well, that's pretty, Debbie. I think it's going to be a really great sweater for up at Rhinebeck and even after. I'm really glad we switched because I'm really enjoying working on it. I mean, the Citadel had stuff in place along with learning Japanese and learning how to do brain surgery. The Citadel was kind of up in that level.
It's a beautiful knit. It's a beautiful knit. It took too much quiet time, and our lives don't have a lot of quiet time. And this one is going to knit a lot faster because it's lace with a worsted weight, and it just goes a lot faster. Luke. He's trying to get in there and say hi.
Hello.
He's procrastinating.
I'm not procrastinating. I need you to help.
No, you don't need me to help. Go study. He's got a test on Tuesday. He's got to study for.
Better get on it.
Okay. What else do you have in progress?
I don't have anything in progress. I do have a finished object.
Okay, well, I have a couple more things in progress. Can I show?
Okay, well, go for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This
Beautiful.
is my May block. This is my April block right here behind me. I hung my April block. And then May I
Yes.
decided to do in purples, and I have this last little square just barely started. But isn't it pretty?
That's pretty, Debbie. Yes, I love it. Those are my colors.
Yeah, so that's coming along. I finished that today. I got to get that off the needles because I'm ready to move on to something else. It's been a really fun thing, though. You know, Shannon's doing the Blanket Blitz knit along,
Yes.
and it's been fun going on that hashtag on Instagram and seeing what everybody's doing. It's just been really fun. And then my other, because I finished an object that was a pair of socks, I can't. I've realized now that I can't go without having socks on the needles because that's what I take with me to the baseball games mostly.
I can.
So, I know you're not a sock knitter. You don't get it.
I don't get. Well, I do. Yeah, I mean, I make socks, but it's just not something that I am so excited about. Like Debbie, I get more excited about eating coffee crisp than I do having socks on the needles. Just to let you know.
So, I cast on another pair of socks, and I've almost gotten done with the cuff.
Oh, Debbie, what yarn is that? Didn't you show that last podcast?
Yes, this is my spun right round.
Oh, so pretty.
And it's an 80/20 merino nylon base, and it's called Float On By. And I love this colorway, you guys.
love those
Look.
colors, Debbie. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of the natural, and there's a lot of the teal blue. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Karen also sent me the most gorgeous stitch markers and this beautiful, beautiful Tree of Life Progress Keeper. Look at how cute that is. Can you see it?
Now you have to hold it up some. Up. Oh, yeah. Oh, pretty. Oh, Debbie, that's really beautiful. Love that.
And
Very
then
nice.
in addition to the cream and the mostly cream and teal, there's these just awesome, look at those pops of color.
Yes.
Purple.
Dark purple, the fuchsia.
And orange.
Ooh, pretty, Debbie.
Aren't they cool?
Yes.
So I
Are you
started
doing Nella?
I started these with the intent of doing another pair of monkey socks because I did my first pair of monkey socks. That's my finished object.
Right.
But then I got inspired, and I think I'm going to design a sock pattern.
Design?
I started sketching some stuff out this morning.
You're stopping at the cup and then just going to try to do it?
I'm going to try and do it. Yeah, after I sketch it out, I'm going to use these as tester.
Right.
Yeah, to just start knitting them.
Well,
So-
I know that they're not going to be exactly the way that you want them in the end, so I think it'd probably be a good idea if you just put them in the mail to Georgia to me, because who wants a prototype that's not really like the pattern? I'm sure I would be they'll be used very, very well in Georgia. Just saying.
I just might do that and surprise you.
She might do that.
Okay, so
so what
what's
else
your
you got?
finished object? Let's see your finished object.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, yay! Oh, Aim, it turned out so nice.
It's the Because I Love You, Cal. Finally. And these are the Baron Wool yarns. This is Feather. And this is September Forest. And they're fingering. They only, now the cow, this is the first that I've knitted up. And can you see the little pearl pattern, which is the
Yes.
option?
You totally can. Yes.
It's really pretty.
Very, very
So-
pretty.
I'm literally in the midst of getting the pattern on Ravelry. As soon as we get done here, Debbie has some time the next day or so. She's I want her to check it out before I actually publish it. So I sent you.
Oh,
I took
that's
pictures
right.
yesterday, so I'm really, really excited. It came out great, and it only takes about 60 grams of
Uh-huh.
2 different colors. And make sure, just like the Because I Love You wrap, you use highly contrasting, or you'll really miss the beauty of this bridge.
Hold it there.
Right?
Hold it there for a minute, Aim. The screen is kind of skipping a lot right now. Yeah, that's so pretty.
It should look like M's, capital M's next to each other. Can you see the M's, Debbie, when I hold it still?
Yes, yes. The M's are
Okay.
in the orange color.
Yes. So
Really
you want me
pretty.
to put it on real quick?
Yeah, matches your hair.
Good thing I don't have any lipstick on. And it doesn't really match what I'm actually wearing. But yeah, it does match. So it's nice and kind of loose. It's about 19 inches long
It's
and
really
about 24
pretty.
inches wide.
Our connection,
I'm
our
really
video
happy.
connection's not very good today for some reason, Aim. It's kind of blurry. I don't know what to do about it. There's nothing we can do. We're just going to power through. But it does look really, really pretty.
Thank you. I'm really happy with it. So watch Instagram. I'm going to be posting when the pattern is up, but it will be probably in the next couple few days.
Okay.
Okay, off it comes.
Okay.
Ooh, everything's sticking up just the way I like it. Okay. What else? What you got?
So I've got
those your-
my first pair of monkey socks that I knit up.
Debbie, those were so pretty on Instagram. Hold them close and hold them still so we can kind of see the pattern. So is it really, I mean, it is sort of a lace motif, but there's no cabling, right, Debbie? I guess just the way the...
No, it's just yarn overs, knit two together,
Okay.
pearls.
SSK?
Yeah, SSK.
Yeah.
And I did the standard Monkey Ace sock with the pearls, because there's a no pearl version. I did it with the pearls.
Oh, okay.
And this I did 2 at a time with my magic loop. I used Addy Turbo sock rockets. I think they were 2.5 millimeter with the Berenwool barefoot sock in the Wild Orchid colorway. And I will show you the other sock. And I'm also entering these into Jody and Tracy's Fancy Feet Cal because I did my first Eye of Partridge heel.
Did you like it?
I did like it. Let me take it off the sock blocker. I think this might fit me pretty well.
Does it look like the eye of a partridge in a pear tree? Did it make you sing the 12 Days of Christmas when you were knitting it?
No, it did not.
Oh, I just thought.
But isn't it
might.
cool?
Very cool. Have you tried it on your feet?
Yes, and it fits really well. Instead of you don't know any of this sock stuff, but instead of a regular slip stitch heel where all the slip stitches line up, the slip stitches are more like alternating.
Ah.
And then it makes this little like square, it's hard to see, square.
Yes. Very cool.
So I really enjoyed, and man, even 2 at a time, I had them done I cast them on May 1st and I had them done on the 13th.
Wow.
13 days.
Were you monogamous or were you on those socks?
I was well, I knit these socks and my whole May block, all those blanket squares at the same time. And then I cast on my sweater. So all of those are new in the last 2 weeks.
Boy, are you being a little bit more attentive to your time at work and your boundaries, Miss Missy?
I am. And I also got my shop update and got all the bags in the shop. And it's been good. It's been good.
I know. Is there anything left?
There are a few bags left, yes. I'll show them at the end. I'll show them at the end.
People jumped on that like it was free coffee crisps. Seriously.
There was a lot of activity the first hour or so, and then throughout the day, the rest of them were sold throughout the day. And then there's still a few left, but I'll show them at the end. Okay, so that's works in progress and finished objects. Did you have a Life is Short story for us today?
No, I mean I have lots of life of short stories, but
I do. I'll just share.
I don't even.
I'll share what I did last night. Since
Oh yes, I haven't even talked to you about it.
Since my Mother's Day wasn't all that great, and that was a fiasco of multitude of things that I'm not going to go into, but I decided to treat myself. It was Monday, the day after Mother's Day, and I went into work, and my good friend Erin said, "Guess what I'm doing this weekend?" I said, "What do you do?" And she says, "I'm going to the Billy Joel concert." And then she said, "Tickets are still available if you want to go." And I said, "What? Are you sure? I thought it was sold out." And she said, "No, let's hop on." So we hopped on right then and there, and I bought 4 tickets to the Billy Joel concert.
And then here I'm in the middle of my day. She texts me, "Guess what I just did?" And I'm like, "What?" Or with a question mark. I'm driving. I'm thinking, that shit, that's not funny. So I texted her. I said, "No, well, I was driving. I was at a red light." I texted her, "You're going to put that on there and leave me hanging and not tell me what's going on?" She says, "Sorry, I stepped away from my desk." So then I ended up calling her. She's like, "I'm going to see Billy Joel." I'm like, "You dog, no way." So you took the whole family last night.
Yeah, it was awesome. I recorded some of the songs on my phone, and I'll play them for you when I see you next time. I want to take them up and show Dad, because I know Dad was a fan too. Yeah. But it just took me back. What?
Did the boys do what I asked?
Yes, they did. They did. Okay. And it just took me back to all the summers we had at the beach. You know, we used to go every summer. We would drive down to Ocean City Beach, Ocean City, New Jersey. And Amy and Wendy and I would spend all day from early in the morning until the sun went down at the beach. Yep. We would go back and have lunch, and our parents usually got us most years we had a beachfront right on the beach. And a lot of years we stayed at the same exact place. We got the same place year after year with the spiral staircase, remember? And we used to always, no matter
2 weeks at the beach. If I knew what heaven was, I would have not taken advantage of it, because I don't think the last time I had 2 weeks off was when I had Sky 8 years ago, and that was maternity leave. That wasn't really vacation.
I know.
But we did that every single year. Went to the boardwalk after dinner every night. And then we came back to the house, back out to the beach with our boombox, listened to Prince and Billy Joel and Styx.
Yep.
Those were the days.
And we'd always have leftover French fries from Campbell's Seafood, and we'd always go out on the deck and we'd feed the seagulls, and they'd come and fly all around us and everything, and swoop down and like grab them out of our hands and poop on us. And it was really such good memories. Yeah. Mom and Dad, I don't know. Yeah. I know we've talked about it throughout the years, but just want to thank you so much for all those wonderful memories. It just really, I'll look through. I have a lot of pictures of us as kids at the beach that I'll try and put in at the end of the episode this week, and pop some in there.
I can't forget the deep sea fishing trips with, I'd have all the best intentions of doing well. And just as soon as you couldn't see the land anymore, I was over the edge, throwing everything up, wishing I never would have come until I could see the land again. And every year I'd say, I'm not doing this again. And the next year I'd be out there again doing the same exact thing again.
I think you just could not stand not being part of it. No matter, we were always going to go. Maybe. And you didn't want to stay. I think finally you must have been probably 15 or 14 before you just said, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So.
But it was just like, how often in the year, literally, did us 3 girls have Dad all to ourselves for a half a day? Even though I was green and upchucking, it was just like, that was like one of those so few memories of just Dad being relaxed. He was on vacation, he wasn't working, and us 3 little girls could spend uninterrupted throw up time with Dad. How great was that?
So, oh my gosh, that was so the concert was just amazing. And it was the boys' first concert. They've never been to a concert. The only thing that we said we might have changed about it, coming out of there is they had it turned up so loud. It was almost too loud. Yeah, it was in the stadium. It was in Petco Park, which is our brand new, well, not brand new anymore, but it's a pretty new baseball stadium, and it was fabulous. So maybe I'll post a screenshot from a couple of the little videos of our seats.
Yeah.
We were right in row 2 and 3 on the upper level, so there wasn't like a whole bunch of people in front of us, but we could look down and the whole floor was filled. I think there were probably 60,000 people there. It was his only stop in California.
Wow.
The whole state for this
Was
whole
he
year.
bald?
He's bald and he has like a white goatee. It was so awesome. It was just so awesome. It was just so wonderful. It was great time. Great time. So,
okay, so what are we going to do next? Because I'm looking out the window and Ronnie's getting all the pressure washing equipment and the ladder and stuff. So I'm sure he's probably tick-tocking, wondering when we're going to be done.
so we have a couple more things. One thing, I just wanted to list a couple things that I've been listening to and watching this past 2 weeks. Johanna has a really great relatively new podcast called Creative Mojo Podcast, and she has the most beautiful yarns and the most beautiful projects. I would highly recommend you go over and check her out. Boston Jen does an audio podcast called Down Cellar Studios, and I've been enjoying listening to her this past week. Caught up with her a couple episodes. And then Curious Handmade, I don't know if you guys know, she used to do just plain old audio podcasts, and she put out her first video podcast, and it was really cool.
She did?
Yes, it was really cool to see her. I've been like trying to walk on my elliptical and watch podcasts and knit. So I watched her first video podcast, and she's so sweet and down to earth. And then
it's called Curious Handmade.
Yes, if you just search Curious Handmade or search Helen Stewart on YouTube, you'll find it. And then the last one, Jenny of Lone Larch, I absolutely loved your video of your move vacation. I was so enthralled watching that. I had to put my knitting aside and just sit and watch it because the music was awesome and the scenery. Oh my gosh, we need to go to Canada, Amy. We need to go.
There. If we could have that gorgeousness without it dropping below 50 degrees, I'm so in.
Well, we just need to go in the right time of year. We need to be like snowbirds. Go up there when it's summertime and then come back down here when it's wintertime, and we'll be fine.
Well, after we do Rhinebeck this year, then...
Wait a minute. I just want to say, if you haven't seen her podcast, I'm sure you have. A lot of people know about Jen. She's Lone Larch Designs on Etsy, and she has the Lone Larch podcast on YouTube. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we do a sister's trip every other year, and this year we're going Rhinebeck, so we'll have to think about where we want to go, and
maybe we'll go to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or Edmonton. No, it's Edmonton. I think that's where the Grocery Girls are in Edmonton, right?
Is that far from Transitory and Fawn Knits?
No, I think they're all kind of within a couple hours of each other. I don't know.
Instead of a yarn crawl, we can do a podcast crawl.
That would be
fun. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
We could do a yarn crawl with the podcasters when we do the podcaster crawl.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun in Periscope too.
Yes.
All right, I've got a couple of things to show for Skein.
I have a big box over here that I wasn't even allowed to open until the podcast.
I don't know who would have sent you that. That was very, very mean of her. But let me tell you a couple things that I got while you're getting those things out. I didn't even realize, because I had forgotten, that I'd signed up for Lolo Did It's Yarn of the Month Club. It was just 1 month. And I got I Love Rock and Roll is the name of this colorway.
Oh my gosh, I love that one, Amy.
And it's got sparkle. It's on sparkle sock. Isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous. You could pair that with a dark purple, and that would be a gorgeous shawl.
Yes. And you like to do surgery when you get a skein yarn like this, because then you look down, you're like, ooh, look what's in there. It's sort of like, but this is just so beautiful.
You should make with that? You should make a Because I Love You wrap and actually follow the pattern.
No way. Should I do that? That might be a really good idea, you smart. Okay. So
here's my box.
Oh, yes. Okay, hold on. Remember when Sue and Chelsea set up the mini Skein swap?
Yes, I have to.
Sarah from Houston got paired up with me, and I got the cutest little card.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
these beautiful mini Skeins.
So you
And
did.
I told her I'd like purple, blue, pink, and green. So she kind of paired hers up basically with all those. Isn't that pretty? Oh, thank you, Sarah from Houston. I love them. And there was a couple little teas too. So.
And that was for the periscoping group, right? Not the one that's with the grocery girls, because I just got paired up for the one with the.
That was the one with grocery girls too. I mean, I just signed up on Chelsea and Sue's Ravelry group. It was, I don't think it was 10 gram.
Oh, you got yours already.
Yeah, a lot of people have gotten. Did you not? I thought you said you weren't going to sign up for it because it was too much.
You're getting confused, I think, because Sue did one with just her Periscope group.
Okay.
And then they did a combination with the grocery girls. The one with the grocery girls was just announced like on Friday.
Okay, no, this was probably the previous one.
Yes, because I remember you did that one, and I didn't pair that one because I was doing my March swap.
Okay, so you're going to use that weapon in your hand to dig into that box.
I'm cutting it open right now.
Carefully. What about the other box you got? Bag you got. You did get the fabric I showed.
Oh yes, I did. Okay. I got that one too, and I also got I know you got one too. Christine Kelly, you are the sweetest in the world. Thank you for your little note.
Yeah.
So nice to get a little note from her. Ooh, what is all this stuff? More fabric? More fabric. Where did you get look at the snails.
Okay, so open up the bag and pull each one out, and I'll tell you about each one. Next to my local yarn store, there is a quilt shop, and they have fabric, and they've been open for probably a year. I've never stepped in. So I went in there the other day, and I said, oh my gosh, look at all these incredible fabrics. Okay, that is a panel. Keep going. Hold it up because there's different. This is a monster panel.
Look at that guy.
Okay, let me tell you about this, Debbie. You will not believe this. Do you see all the cream on that panel?
Yeah.
It's glow in the dark.
No way.
It's glow in the dark fabric. I bought 2 panels for you so you can make bags, and the cream on there is glow in the dark. Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God, these guys are so cute. This one, what am I going to make with this big center panel? I'm going to have to make a big, like, tote bag. I can't cut that up.
A big sweater bag.
Look at it.
Yes, a big sweater bag. Just like the Grinch bags.
Oh my God, I don't think I have a zipper big enough. I'm going to have to go pick out a single zipper just for that bag. That might have to be my Cozy Memories blanket bag. I might have to make that into a... So there's 2 of those, right? There's 2 panels. Yeah, here's the other one. Oh my gosh, Amy. We got polka dots.
Yeah, those are just fat quarters. I thought maybe you could put something at the bottom of the bag.
Oh, this is a gorgeous batik. Look at that.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
I might have to make you a special bag. Another beautiful batik.
That one, hold it up a little closer, Debbie. That one sort of reminded me of brioche when I saw it. Yes, I love that. The green and red.
That is beautiful. That would be a gorgeous Christmas bag.
Yes. The cat.
Look at those kitties.
I thought of Mina's cats and Laura's cats when I saw those cats.
And look, they've got like little balls.
Yes.
That say kitty. And then look at this guy. The frog.
Yeah, that's the frog one. I love that. It's so bright.
This is so
Tropical.
cute too.
Yeah. Name that one snailing along. Hold it still. So, yes, you can see the snails now. Just snailing along.
So cute.
Or smooth snailing.
Smooth snailing. Thank you, Aim. These are all so sweet.
Welcome.
My gosh. So, what you want one of these monster bags?
You choose. I see a lot of the same fabrics a lot of times, people that make bags, and I thought, well, maybe there's some fabric in here that I've never seen before, and those are all fabrics I've never seen before. So
Oh my gosh.
next time you do a shop update and you want to make some bags, then you can experiment with those.
Thank you so much, Aim. They're so sweet.
You're welcome.
Love them.
Can be kind once a month only.
Once a month only. I think you're kind of a little more often than that. You just don't like people to know it. Well, I think that's all I have. Other than the couple bags that are still in the shop, I'll just pick them up real fast. I have 3 of these Wendy Sky bags that were made to match the yarn for the Wendy Sky. So I have 3 of those.
That's a batik on the top, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty.
they're both batiks.
Ah, oh, nice.
And 2 of them have pink zippers and 1 of them has a white zipper. They're all listed together though, I think. And that's the heavier interfacing that's more like the quilting fabric. And then I have 2 of these bags, my retro flower bags. This one's the thin interfacing, and then this one's the heavier duty.
I love it.
You like the heavier duty or do you like the thin?
I like the heavier duty. I like when I unzip my bag and it stands up. Just like my hair.
Okay, that'll be easy for me to remember. She likes it to stand up just like her hair. Oh, these fabrics are fabulous, Amy. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So just as a little wrap up, I think the Wendy Sky shawl knit along and the Because I Love You wrap knit along in Lolo Did It Ravelry group. They're both ending, I believe, the end of this month, correct?
That's correct. And let me show you the prizes again one more time. For the Wendy Sky shawl giveaway, it's this gray bag by Bags by Awesome Granny. And someone, I think, in the group said, show me the inside. Beautiful blue.
That's pretty.
Aqua.
Really cool.
That matches the aqua on the outside. Gorgeous. And these are so well made, you guys. She sent some bags over to Tracy and Jody to review as well. Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the large size. This is a big bag, like a sweater bag. You probably put 3 or 4 skeins in that bag.
Yeah.
And then this is the other one that breaks my heart to give this away, but because I'm nice, I'm giving this away. This is the beautiful Crazy Gales Art sock blank.
Yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's so pretty. Whoever gets that is going to love it.
And it is a single. It's a single strand, so you can knit your socks one at a time. It's called Extreme. It's the Extreme 21 sock blank. Did you know that Gail is right there in Atlanta?
No? Where?
Gail's Art. She's from Atlanta.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll have to look her up. And I'm not sure what prizes. I'm assuming Lauren is going to have some of her beautifully dyed yarn. And I told her that I'm donating the Because I Love You cowl pattern. So that needs to be done, which it will be, hopefully this week. So,
and
also, over to Lola.
Yes, also, Spicy Homemaker Melissa is, I think hers actually closes today at noon. So by the time you guys see this, that'll be done. So never mind. Yeah. On the Wendy Sky.
Okay. Never mind. Edit that out.
You know I don't edit a whole bunch. It's just us, and we are what we are, and you get what you get. So
we are who we are. So if you can't be kind,
be quiet. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been so nice to hang out with you. Contact us on Instagram, you prize winners. Make sure you contact us on Instagram or through Ravelry, okay? So we can get you your prizes. Okay. Have a good week. Or 2.
I love you, Deb.
Love you too, Aim. See ya. Mwah.